As always, we guarantee you jobs, opportunities, grant opportunities, and business opportunities, if and only if you know how to look. But we can always help if you need help. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Franklin. I'm at ArtSphere, the beautiful space for events, rentals, commercial kitchen, podcast room, and this is Voices of Impact Show. Let's start. So ArtSphere is located in the heart of the city of Edmonton, beautiful downtown Edmonton with lots of stuff, commercial kitchen if you need, podcast room, and of course an event space. We shared this week, take a look. Some of you have sent messages, that's nice. If you need help, we can help with whatever you have. If you have a dream, let's help put it together. The dream continues with Africarnival, June 5, 6, and 7 in Edmonton. Should you have an artistic talent, should you have products to sell, or should you have an organization and want to reach out, or agency or government level of government, want to reach out to more multicultural communities, Africarnival is for you. Vendors, you're welcome. Volunteers, come get some experience. Come learn a thing or two that you can use for your job search in Canada for newcomers. And Africarnival kickstarts our beautiful, wonderful, fantastic tour of Alberta. So the tourism cities, what's happening to me today? The tourism season starts with Africarnival on June 5, 6, and 7, and it goes through Calgary on Afro-Caribbean Festival, YYC, on September 5 and 6, and culminates with the climax at Diversity Awards on September 25th in Edmonton. In between all these major events, we're going to have lots of tours. We're going to take you to some of the most fantastic cities in Alberta. And these cities are cities like Edmonton, around, look, some restaurants, cafes, fun places to visit. Calgary, Red Deer, Grand Prairie, Fort McMurray, Brooks, Lloydminster, Camrose, Leduc, Lethbridge, blah, blah, blah. So, if you want to come to these cities, fantastic, join us for our tour of Alberta. Check the form. We're launching this program tomorrow. You can see the link. You can get your ticket. Should you want to come to the exotic places in Edmonton, in Alberta, like Banff, Jasper, Waterton, Abraham Lake, Drumheller, and so on, again, we have group tour coming up. We have all the dates set, and we are ready to go with you. Register, get your ticket, and let's go. Edmonton, 2 days left to go to decide the future of Edmonton, to be part of the future of Edmonton, where you can share your ideas, you can share your vision, you can share your take, your concerns, your worries about the city of Edmonton. 2 to go, and that will be it. You can go online as well. Edmonton.ca is the City of Edmonton website. Go to, or you can go to specifically to this one for the. You can go specifically to this particular one, 2027 to 2030 budget management, budget engagement. So go on Google, search, and go straight to that website and give your perspective of what you think Edmonton should look like. If you're in Brooks, the council just made some big announcements. There's a new chief administrative officer, that's Michael Correrit. So Michael is your new guy in the city of Brooks. And the city made another announcement. He had a positive financial review, which is good. Good job, City of Brooks. And from Brooks, I'm going to take you all the way back to Calgary. Staying in southern Alberta, Calgary City put out this plea for people who are driving to be very, very conscious of pedestrians. Went further to say pedestrians don't have to stop at crosswalks. Driver, yield to pedestrians at crosswalks. Take a look, be careful. And prevent accidents. There have been lots of accidents at crosswalks in Calgary, and the city of Calgary is doing a lot with the Calgary Police Service to reduce that number of deaths unnecessarily. And I'm going to take you to Canada, Ottawa. Precisely, the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, put out, and his government yesterday, Mark Carney and his Finance Minister put out this very interesting economic update, which talks about the vision for Canada. So they're talking about infrastructural development, investment in infrastructure, that's bridges, roads, and all the infrastructures. Talking about affordability, talking about bringing prices down, and talking about having a Canada for everyone that can work for everyone. So take a look, click on the link, and read more about what Mr. Carney and his team have put together for the vision for Canada for the next quarter. Back to Calgary, and if you're in Calgary, then you should be looking at these 6 priority areas that the city put out. It's interesting because this came from the survey that we shared last time about the city of Calgary, looking for people to share their interest, to share their opinions. So they have this put together, and now you can see. So this wonderful Albertan plant, or tree, I beg your pardon, elm tree, there's a call to stop pruning elk, because if you prune elk, it will attract bacteria that will go around to spread and destroy other elk plants. So elm plants will be destroyed if you keep pruning the plants during this warm weather. So in the warm weather, stop. If you want to prune your elm plant or elm tree, then go back in the fall and continue to prevent these kinds of epidemic of M virus or M bacteria spreading across. If you're in Okotoks, then there is a very important gathering for indigenous community in commemoration of missing and murdered indigenous women and girls. Missing and murdered indigenous women and girls celebration, or awareness creation, not celebration, but awareness creation in Okotoks. So join the healing circle if you're in Okotoks, and let's find solutions to our missing and murdered indigenous women and girls who are missing and in good numbers, and so far nothing has been done. Back from all the way from Okotoks, southern Alberta, to Lacombe in central Alberta, where we are going to be looking at the Lacombe city presented their 2026 tax season, and they had a positive balance sheet, which is good. Lacombe taxes are coming down, which is interesting. Most cities are going up in taxes, like Edmonton and Calgary, I must say. And back to Calgary, Calgary Regional Immigrant Employment Council, which is very noted. Well, you have CRIAC in Calgary and you have ERIC in Edmonton. They are big on mentorship for newcomer professionals. CRIAC has a new executive director. Before, the other person was Katie Johnson, that we know right here on our Diversity Magazine platform. So the new executive director for CRIAC is Dr. Andre Wilson in Kerija. You can tell that that's of Nigerian descent, and she's the new executive director at CRIAC. So if you're in CRIAC, you have somebody to stop by and say hi. And if you're in Edmonton, the deadline to have free money, grants for businesses to improve the facade of their building, to improve the front of their building. Storefront makeover in Edmonton, deadline is tomorrow. So if you are planning to take the grants, you have to get to work right now. And if you are looking at indigenous community again, then this is another opportunity to connect with indigenous community in Calgary. So take part, get involved. And if you are looking at other indigenous celebrations again in Calgary, you can fill the nomination form as well. It's a nomination for an award ceremony for those connecting, building bridges between indigenous and non-indigenous community. So fill the form if you have somebody to nominate. There are lots of people doing wonderful work out there to connect indigenous and non-indigenous communities. So join in, take part in this nomination, and let's see who will celebrate it. And on that note, that brings me to the end of our newscast. As always, guaranteed job opportunity, guaranteed business opportunity, guaranteed grants, and other useful information that you need to improve your life. This is the only newscast where you get information that if you apply, your life will change. As always, we say, if you have information that you think we should share, please do send it to us. We'll be happy to share. And if you have information that you think other people can benefit, share with them. And you think they can benefit from this information, share with them as well. There's no cost to free information. We believe here at ArtSphere and at Africaniva that information poverty is real, and information can change life and improve our standards of living and improve our situations. So if you have information, share. A lot of people have information, they are too busy to share. We have information, we are happy to share every day and proudly doing so. And until tomorrow to see what we are going to collect, have a wonderful day.